Only the dead have seen the end of war. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. The measure of a man is what he does with power. There is truth in wine and children. Courage is knowing what not to fear. A house that has a library in it has a soul. How can you prove whether at this moment we are sleeping, and all our thoughts are a dream, or whether we are awake, and talking to one another in the waking state? The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Musical innovation is full of danger to the state, for when modes of music change, the fundamental laws of the state always change with them. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and her culture. At the beginning of the journey to the next world, one's education and culture can either provide the greatest assistance, or else act as the greatest burden, to the person who has just died. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Writing is the geometry of the soul. The first and best victory is to conquer self. True friendship can exist only between equals. Books are immortal sons defying their sires. The difficulty, my friends, is not in avoiding death, but in avoiding unrighteousness, for that runs faster than death. Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another. Those who are too smart to engage in politics are punished by being governed by those who are dumber. A life without investigation is not worth living. All learning has an emotional base. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. We are like people looking for something they have in their hands all the time. We're looking in all directions except at the thing we want, which is probably why we haven't found it. Be kind, because everyone is having a really hard time. No matter how hard you fight the darkness, every light casts a shadow, and the closer you get to the light, the darker that shadow becomes. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Your silence gives consent. To the degree that I cease to pursue my deepest passions, I will gradually be controlled by my deepest fears. Not exact, but the two most important questions are, who will teach the children? What they teach them. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Physical excellence does not of itself produce a good mind and character. On the other hand, excellence of mind and character will make the best of the physique it is given.